I wanted to address a topic that I did talk about earlier. I was gonna do a whole video about it, but this is short enough to where I can just mention it in the live, and I'll probably edit it down and put it into a video later. Last live, we reacted to P.O.V by Clipse, or the very first one, I think. We reacted to the P.O.V music video by Clipse. And I was sitting there wondering, I was like, why did they use these demonic things, these fucking the animatronics that were on stage? And I was like, that was a very strange, very strange choice that they made. I was like, why the fuck did they do that? And it puzzled me for a couple days. And literally last night at work, I was going back to listen to one of my other videos that I did, just because sometimes like my stuff rolls into my auto cue, because of I do watch my own stuff just to check for audio issues and whatnot. So of course, shit, my own video ended up coming into my rotation. So I was like, all right, whatever, fuck it. I can listen to the sound of my own voice for a while. And it was the one that I did about Taylor Swift. And my own words ended up giving me a fucking revelation. And I'm like, you're shitting me. It was right there. I don't know if Clipse actually saw my video, but I know for 100% we are on the same wavelength. The video I was talking about was Taylor Swift. And I was talking about this would be better if I just pulled up the fucking video and I let myself talk, because I can't quote myself word for word. I genuinely cannot. When I listen to my own fucking words, I immediately thought about the Clipse music video, and I'm like, oh my god, it was right there the whole fucking time. Oh my god, let me go to my history, because I know it's in my history.
From our artists again. That is so beautiful to see, because that's how it was in the beginning. It was about your soul. It was about singing and forming your emotions, complex emotions that words can't convey, and putting it into auditory form, because music reaches deeper than words ever could. And so when we see these shallow-ass, immature-ass artists continuing to put out shallow, immature, fucking empty-ass music devoid of any passion or soul or humanity, we start to see the machine for what it really is. The mask that was designed to be human is slipping, and all of these automatons are being exposed for having no substance, no personality, no identity.
There it is. There it is. Plain as day. And I literally was looking at the fucking video, and I couldn't even I couldn't even put it together. That's why they used animatronics. The animatronics represent the artists that put on these fake personas whose only purpose is to get up there and perform. Lifeless robots performing for entertainment, devoid of the humanity and the soul that real humans bring to the table. And that's why when Malice started rapping, the fucking skin came off and the robots were revealed for what they truly are, just robots. Because in the beginning, the animatronics, the reason why people don't like them is because of how uncanny valley they are. They look alive, but they're not quite alive. There's always something off that throws you off, and you're like, I don't trust that. It's supposed to look real, but it doesn't move like a real person. It doesn't sing like a real person. It doesn't look like a real person. But then you see the machine underneath, and you realize just how fucking shallow and empty it really was. That's all it was. It was a machine. And I literally made this analogy. When the fuck did I put this video out? Weeks ago. I put this out weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. And Clipse, man, Clipse, push, Malice. I'm glad that we're on the same wavelength, my guy, because that is quite literally what I said, word for word, in this video. put in the video, just thrown in there casually, and I didn't catch it. I didn't catch something that I literally talked about that came out of my own fucking mouth. That's partially because those animatronics are terrifying. Those animatronics are scary as fuck. So I guess I gotta hand it to you for that. Like, those are truly terrifying. You literally scared away my train of thought. Good job. A plus. Like, I could give somewhat of an analysis just because I was stopping and pausing and like really dissecting the lyrics, but y'all just completely eliminated all capability of deep contemplative thought to where I wasn't even able to draw the connection. I'm sitting there like, why the fuck did they use the bear from Showbiz Pizza? Not knowing that that wasn't the point. The commentary was sitting right there in front of my face, and I missed it, even though the words came out of my own mouth 2 weeks ago. Bravo. Bravo, Clipse. Bravo. I gotta admit defeat on that one. That's an L. But like I said, I'm letting my L become my lesson, and my L is becoming everybody's lesson because we just learned something today.